Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. This is the very first race here in Season 2 of the NOSSCAR Dirt Touring Series. I'm your host, Tyler McMurder. I will be doing solo commentary from the booth for you. And we have 16 drivers lined up for the very first event of the season. 100% distance races, so we will be doing a full 100 laps here at Bristol Motor Speedway. The fuel and tire wear has been bumped up to ×4 to make things interesting, and we're going to go live for you now and bring you live coverage of the event. Shockey Sherm started on the pole, but he's going to lose the lead on the first lap here. Just trying to give you a bit of information before we bring you the coverage. They have begun the event. And there you have it, folks. The battle for the race lead is on between the 83 and the 98. 98 driven by Dakota Bro. 83 driven by Zach Craig. Zach Craig finding the momentum that he needs on the outside line, and he's going to take the race lead from Dakota. Oh, and a little bit of contact with the outside wall coming out of turn 2. He's going to keep it pointed in the right direction. Got a little nudge there from Dakota in the 98. He's still right there with him. A couple of cars battling for third and fourth. The driver in fourth, that white machine, number 23 of Pat's Ace. He knows how to get it done here on the dirt. If you're just joining the broadcast, we have 16 drivers here in the very first race of the second season the NASCAR Dirt Touring Series, hosted on NASCAR Heat 3 by our good friend Kenny Adair. He is the host of the races. The leader bounces off the wall. Zach Craig might be challenged for the lead by Dakota in the 98. Here he comes on the bottom. New leader, but Dakota Bro out front. These drivers battling hard for position. Seven cars have really separated themselves from the rest of the field, and we had three wide for a moment there. Zach Craig in the 23 rather, getting into the outside wall, and that's going to slow his momentum. This is all allowing the 98 of Dakota Bro to drive away from these guys. He's got it all figured out here, it seems, at Bristol Motor Speedway, at least in the dirt. It's Ronnie Beach in the 37 car running in second, right behind him in that lime green EHG car. Qualified well, running runner-up. So it's Dakota Bro and Ronnie Beach, the front two. The 22 car, WVU fan, running in the third position. Laps completed here. And stage one is, if I'm not mistaken, it is 30 laps here at stage 1. The battle for second is on. And a lot of these guys will be more concerned with staying on the lead lap till the end of stage 1. watching the battle for second. '27 car driven by Sputters, trying to get around Ronnie Beach. And you got Zach Craig in fourth, right behind him in that white car. WVU fan finds himself in sixth. Nicholas Don Francesco running in seventh. Trevor Lane running in eighth. There's the 00, Trevor Lane. Currently scored in the 8th position, having a good run. Up front, the battle for the lead heating up. Ronnie Beach in second place in that 37 car, really starting to reel in the race leader. Dakota Bro starting to give up some time now to these drivers that were once battling for second and third. And they may not be done battling for second and third. Sputters in the 27 now looks to the inside. Couldn't quite get the momentum he needed down low, and a lot of these drivers struggling for that grip that they need down there to successfully make a pass. Passing has been difficult here so far today at Bristol Motor Speedway. The leader scuffs the wall in turns 1 and 2, maintains his position. They're beginning to come up on lap traffic, and that's going to come into factor here for this 3-car battle for the lead. And don't count out Zach Craig in the 4th position, starting to reel these guys in as well. Should also let you know that Trevor Lane in the 00 car has made a pass on Nicholas Don Francesco. There they are. 00, Trevor Lane, 77, Nicholas Don Francesco. That was a battle for 7th and 8th. It's sorted out now. Just in front of them is WVU fan, running in the 6th position. Still watching a heck of a battle for the race lead, folks. It's the very first race here in Season 2 of the NOSSCAR Dirt Touring Series. Hosted on NASCAR Heat 3 on the PlayStation 4 console. We're watching a tremendous 4-car battle for the win here in Stage 1. There you have it. Stage 1 is in the history books. Race 1 here in Season 2, NOSSCAR Dirt Touring Series. Goes to the 98, Shockey Sherm. Ronnie Beach 2nd, Sputters 3rd, Zach Craig 4th, and Dakota Bro rounding out the top 5. My mistake, everybody. I thought Dakota Bro was the race leader. There are 2 number 98 cars out there that have the identical paint job, and evidently it is Shockey Sherm picking up the Stage 1 victory. We're going to rack them up and fire them up again. We're going to restart. Some strategy was deployed. Kenny Adair in the 9 car going to restart in the 2nd position, and we're underway once again here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Oh, and some contact made on the back straightaway, 4 wide. And it did not work. The 83 car involved, the 22 involved. And a wild restart. Up front, they continue to battle for the lead. Ronnie Beach takes over the race lead. Sputters in the 27 car right behind him in 2nd. Shockey Sherm now back to the 3rd spot. Dakota Bro in 4th. Zach Craig in 5th, but he's under fire for that position. Laps to go, 22 laps to go now that they've crossed the start-finish line here in Stage 2. And 4 cars have separated themselves from the rest of the pack, led by Ronnie Beach in the 37, having a great run here at Bristol. He's been riding inside the top 3 since the green flag dropped. And now he finds himself out front with Sputters in the 27 right behind them. Both drivers making their Dirt Touring Series debut here in the world of NASCAR. Shockey Sherm as well, and he runs in the 3rd position. Dakota Bro in the 4th position has won a NASCAR eSport race in nearly everything he's entered. Now looking to do it again here on the dirt. Kenny Adair in the the 9 car. Tried some pit strategy there, restarted in 2nd, but now he finds himself back in the 10th position. Pat's Ace in 9th, just in front of him. WVU fan in 11th. Zach Craig, who was having a great run all race long, now finds himself in the 12th position. Timmy Brown in 13th, just to update you on a few drivers. Timmy Brown, of course, made the playoffs in the NASCAR Motormaster Series this season. Having a bit of a rough go at Bristol in Stage 2 so far, though he is on the lead lap in 13th. The field being led by the 37 of Ronnie Beach. Sputters in the 27 right behind him in 2nd. Shockey Sherm in 3rd. Dakota Bro in 4th. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is Chase Dunn in the 5th position, rounding out the top 5. 16 drivers started the event. To find full updated point standings, you can visit NOSSCAR.com/Dirt Touring Series later tonight. See where your favorite driver is seated in the point standings. Saw one of the 98 cars make contact with the outside wall. It was Dakota Bro trying to gain ground on the front 3, and it might even cost him some ground instead. Now the front 2 beginning to run away with this thing. Ronnie Beach and Sputters. Lime green dirt late models. Out front showing the way. Oh, and some contact made between the 2 leaders. Ronnie holds on to the lead for the time being, but Sputter's not giving up. He's still down low now. Now they come out of 4. They're single file once again. Really difficult to make a pass on this racetrack. To get it sorted again, they're trying to figure out who's going to win Stage 2. Oh, the 27 bit of contact with the wall coming out of 4, trying to use every inch of racetrack that he possibly can. And these dirt cars are sideways more than they're pointed straight. 8 laps to go now in stage 2. Just wanted to update you on a couple of cars. Nicholas Don Francesco in the 77 car was able to have a smooth and fast stage 2. He's up to the 5th position right now. Trevor Lane in the 00 car, running in 6th, showed good speed early in the going, and now it's paying off, making some passes late in the going. WVU fan running in 7th. Dave is running in 8th. Gary Football running in 9th. Pat's Ace rounding out the top 10. Going to take you back up front now to the race leaders. Here they are. Ronnie Beach holding on for dear life. He still has a couple of cars right behind him, including Sputters in the 27, who's been fast since the get-go as well. Now for the white flag in the stage 2, they're going to see green and white checkered flag the next time they come by. And it's going to be Ronnie in the 37 car winning stage 2. First stage win of the season. Sputters finishes in 2nd in stage 2. Shockey Sherm in 3rd. Dakota Bro in 3rd. Shockey Sherm in 4th. Nicholas Don Francesco in 5th. WVU fan in 6th. Trevor Lane 7th. Dave in 8th. Gary Football in 9th. And Pat's Ace rounding out the top 10. 16 drivers started the event. Now these drivers have another opportunity to make pit stops now that we are stopped and slowed under caution. There are no cautions called unless it is to end one of the stages, and now there are no stoppages after this. These drivers will be let loose for the final stage once they make last-minute repairs and adjustments to these race cars. We know the track position is a lot more crucial than fresh tires, but eventually these guys are going to need to take tires. Ronnie will restart with the race lead. Sputters on the outside. Dakota Bro in 3rd. Shockey Sherm in 4th. The green flag back in the air. Nicholas Don Francesco in 5th. Oh, and they're getting close together already. Oh, and around goes the 98 car. And they're still stacking up over there in turns 3 and 4. And when the smoke settled, it was actually the 27 car, Sputters, pulling out front with the race lead. Ronnie Beach in 2nd. And Dakota Bro in 3rd. The 98 car you saw getting spun was Shockey Sherm. And his chances of winning this thing have really taken a turn for the worse here. Watching the 83 car of Zach Craig running in 4th. He was strong early in the going, and now he's rallied nicely. He's got the top 3 in sight. Oh, in fact, he made a little bit of contact with the 98 car coming into turn 4. More contact made. They're battling hard for third and fourth. Give it to Zach Craig. He didn't take it nicely, but he took it from Dakota Bro, who now slips back into the fourth position. Now we're watching Ronnie Beach try to work his way around Sputters. This is a battle for the race lead. Both drivers would love to win their first race in their debut. Lots of action going on back here, deeper in the field. Chase Dunn in the 36 car, running in the 5th position. There you see him. WVU fan in the 22 has recovered back to the 6th position, and we just saw Dakota Bro retake 3rd from Zach Craig. Shockey Sherm now running in 7th. He's starting to come back towards the front. He's marching forward. Nicholas Don Francesco running in 8th. There he is in the 77 car. Oh, and it looks like the 20 car, that's Timmy Brown in that pink car. He let a lot of the leaders go by. Goes one lap down here in the final stage of Bristol. First race in season 2 of the NOSSCAR Dirt Touring Series. Very happy that you guys are all joining us. Back up front, Sputters leading the race. Ronnie in the 37 car, running in 2nd. He's your stage 2 winner, looking to make something happen here. He's been all over the back bumper of the 27 car on a number of occasions. It's just really difficult to complete a pass on the bottom. You almost need to get a little bit aggressive and physical, and we saw that out of Zach Craig in the 83 car when he took 3rd from Dakota Bro. But we saw Dakota Bro take it right back a couple of laps later. You still have Chase Dunn running in the 5th position in that dark blue car. And he's not necessarily out of this by any means either. I've seen him finish well every platform of NASCAR that he has entered. And the 2 leaders getting real close now. The 37, Ronnie, took a look to the outside, couldn't quite get it done. Gonna tuck back in line, now looks low. He's not gonna let this be a cakewalk for Sputters. And that's Dave in the 22 car running in the 6th position. Just behind Chase Dunn, he's worked his way up to P6. He's got a Shockey Sherm right behind him, and WVU fan running in 8th position. The battle for the lead continues. The 37 car I thought was there. He's now looking to the inside, coming out of 3 and 4. Whoa, he's still there, going into 1. And then he thought better of it. He tucked back in line. 27 overdrove in turns 1 a little bit. 37 is trying to pounce. It's Ronnie in the 37. It's Sputters in the 27. And here comes Dakota Bro in the 98 car. Going to try to make it a 3-car battle for the lead. These two side by side messing around for the win has allowed the 98 car to close that gap. And there's only 15 laps to go when they hit the stripe right there. 15 to go. He's underneath them now. Ronnie took a look and couldn't quite get the job done. He could have got into him, he could have slid up into him, and he chose not to. Dakota Bro now taking a look to the outside. He's trying to take 2nd. In order to win this thing, he's got to get 2nd before he gets the lead, and he makes some contact with Ronnie in the 37 car. They both bounce off each other again. Oh! Oh, and there's more contact made in turns 1 and 2. They're still holding on to it. All three of these guys still have a good chance at winning this thing. At this point, Zach Craig in the 83 and 4th might have a good chance at winning this thing if they take each other out. And now Dakota takes 2nd from Ronnie, and it was pretty aggressive and it was pretty physical, but he did it. Now, does he have enough time to close the gap down on your race leader, and that's Sputters in the 27 car? Only 10 laps to go. Here at Bristol Motor Speedway, it's the first race of the season, the second season. Last year's champion Nathan Scott in the number 2 car, not running in today's event. He will be part-time this season, so this opens a door for a guaranteed first-time champion. We're going to stay with the battle for the race lead until the end, folks. You're not going to miss anything, though there are some good battles going on around the racetrack. We don't want to chance it. Shockey Sherm now trying to take 6th from Dave back there, by the way. Contact was made deep in the field. We're getting a report between Shockey Sherm and Dave. Dave lost a number of positions. Meanwhile, back up front, here's the battle for the race lead. Sputters trying to hold off Dakota Bro. Dakota goes to the bottom, can't quite get the job done. It's hard to get the car to grip down there, and we've been talking about that all race long. Now 5 laps to go at Bristol. Not much time left at all. Dakota needs to make something happen now rather than later. And contact was made on the back straightaway. He's looking to the inside. More contact made. Dakota still on the inside. They're in side by side going into turns 3 and 4. Sputters able to hold on tough in the 27 car on the outside line. Oh, and contact was made a little bit with the wall up there, but he holds on to it. He still has a nose out front. Dakota drifts up into him and makes a bit of contact. Sputters holds on to the lead. They're going toe-to-toe here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and there's dirt on this surface. Final lap here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Dakota Bro took a big run at it. It's not going to pay off. Looks like Ronnie got loose. He might even lose 3rd. But it's Sputters in the 27 car winning here at Bristol Motor Speedway. First win of the season goes to Sputters, number 27 car. Dakota Bro in 2nd, Ronnie in 3rd, Zach Craig in 4th, and Chase Dunn rounding out the top 5. What a race. Just overall a very exciting event. You couldn't have asked for much better than that. You had drivers bouncing off each other trying to win this thing. And you got to admire the drive that Dakota in the 98 car put on trying to win the race. And, of course, trying to do it while not taking out one of the drivers also contending for the win. Fastest lap of the race went to the 98 car of Dakota Bro. Race number 2 and 3 of the season will be coming up shortly. We're going to see if we can get a driver in here for a quick interview talk a little bit more about this race with somebody who was right there in the action. Joining us in the broadcast lobby now, we have Sputters. Thanks for joining us, man. How you doing?
All right.
Congratulations, dude. That was one heck of a race. You had Dakota, bro, breathing down your neck in the 98 car. What was going through your mind when he started bouncing off you with a couple laps to go?
Don't hit the wall.
Your car looked fast from the very get-go. Since the drop of the green flag, you were running inside the top 5 for most of the race. How did the car feel for you out there?
Stuck in this line pretty good. It's fast all around.
Describe the competition out there. What were you going through?
Almost ready.
A lot of quick guys running. Tight competition, hard to pass.
What groove was working best for you? I saw you searching around a little bit at times.
Mostly the high side. I tried a couple different things, but usually ended up losing time, if anything.
I see. Very good, man. Congratulations. First ever NOSSCAR eSport Racing victory, and it comes in the Dirt Touring Series. Really happy for you.
Thank you.
That was Sputters, everybody, driver of the number 27 car. He's going to go back to get set for race number 2 and race number 3 now for the second season of the NOSSCAR Dirt Touring Series. We've got Las Vegas coming up and Drebin shortly after. Going to see if we can get a quick word from Dakota, who managed to finish this race in the second position and overall had a solid performance in that number 98 car. He was mixing it up out there, doing everything he could to get the win, and fell just a little bit short. Hey, Dakota, how's it going, buddy? It was a fantastic race out there. It was very exciting to watch. You and that number 98 car were hooked. You were in the top 5 for most of the race. Take us through those final laps when you had to get through those couple of cars and up into second and trying to take the lead. When you started seeing Ronnie start to close the ground back up to you, were you a little worried since you made a minor contact to get that position? We saw everybody taking a lot of different lines out there, and we also saw that it was very difficult to make a pass. It was difficult to get the car to stick on the bottom. Is that where you were fighting as well? Well, congratulations, man. Second place in the very first race of the season. You can't get too much better than that, and good luck to you at Las Vegas and Drebin. Awesome. That was Dakota Bro, everybody. Driver of the number 98, lime green and yellow, dirt late model. Had a solid run tonight. Going to wrap things up in second place. And we're going to see if we can get a quick word in with the driver who finished in the third position real quick before we get things set up for Las Vegas.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, it's Ronnie. How you doing, my friend?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Doing okay, doing okay. You must be doing real well, though. Third place finish in the very first race of the season, Season 2 of the NASCAR Dirt Touring Series. Take us through those final laps at Bristol.
Oh, man, that was pretty intense. We had nose to tail there, top three. It's definitely going hard into the last turn coming out. I didn't know who was going to get it. But that was a hell of a race and fun time. Glad I joined that.
There seemed to be a 3, 4, or 5 car battle for the lead. There seemed to be a 3, 4, 5 car breakaway in stage 1 and 2 and the final stage, and you seemed to be a part of it every single time. How tough was the competition out there today?
Pretty tough. Definitely a lot harder than I thought. Heck, didn't come up to lap traffic till mid of the second session there, I think. Didn't even see 16th for a while. That was fun.
We saw cars taking different grooves. I asked the others that finished in first and second this as well. We saw drivers having a difficult time getting the car to stick on the bottom and make passes. Were you fighting the same issue?
Yeah, actually, I tried pitting in that first session, and I forgot to hit X. So I stayed stuck with the 6 stable setup. It actually held through the whole time. No tires at all through the whole race, 100 laps.
Now, also one last question. When you were getting bumped by Dakota for the second position, and now that it's all said and done, what do you have to say about that? Is it cool? Is it dirt track racing, or is there something to be said still there?
Oh yeah, Rubbin's racing. That was pretty fun. He's definitely worth a shot. I would have took the same thing myself.
Awesome. Well, there you have it. Thanks very much, man, and congratulations on a third-place finish. Good luck at Las Vegas and Drebin.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem. That was Ronnie, everybody, driver of the number 37 car. It was Stage 2 winner, and he wraps it up with a third-place finish at Bristol Motor Speedway. Terrific run for him. Fierce battle for second position in the final stage with Dakota Bro in the 98 car. And overall, it was one heck of a race. 16 drivers entered the event. And the finishing order looks like this. Sputters wins the event. Dakota Bro in second. Ronnie in third. Zach Craig in fourth. Chase Dunn in fifth. Shockey Sherm in sixth. WVU Fan in seventh. Nicholas Don Francesco in eighth. Dave in ninth. And rounding out the top 10, Pat's Ace in the number 23 car. Then in 11th, you had Kenny Adair in 12th. Trevor Lane had a solid run up until the very end. Gary Football in 13th. Info in 14th. Chase Montgomery in the 15th position. And Timmy Brown rounding out the field in the 16th position. Don't go anywhere, guys. We have Las Vegas Motor Speedway coming up in just about 7 to 10 minutes, folks. We will be bringing you live coverage. 100 laps of madness on the dirt track at Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us here at Bristol. Sputters wins the race, and we'll see everybody in about 10 minutes.